In the parental estrangement community, you have adult children, usually, who come on to an estranged parent's page and begin to tell us why they owe us nothing. When they hear us say something to the tune of, we sacrificed everything we had, we did the best that we could, we gave them everything, even stuff we didn't have, we gave that to them as well. The typical response is, yeah, that's what you were supposed to do, and we owe you nothing. But how many of us know that's simply not true? Of course you owe your parents something. So here are 5 of a longer list, but here's 5 major things you need to consider. The first thing you owe your parent is honor. And that honor is not predicated upon if they meet your stipulations, what you consider to be right or wrong. It's not based upon that. Honoring your parent is regardless of and in spite of oftentimes. And that honor does not say honor your father and your mother if you believe or feel that they did what was right in your own eyes. That's not what the Word of God says. The institution of family was created by the Almighty Creator, and He gets to define that. And when He says that you must honor your parents so that your days upon this earth will be longer, that is what it means. It does not mean that you get to change it, alter it, because you're upset with your parent. Number 2. Number 2 is gratitude. I find it so interesting in 2025, there's a lot of people who purchase gratitude journals. They have to be reminded to show gratitude because they're trying to clear their energy, or they're trying to rewrite their life or change things about their lives. Well, if you are not honoring your parent, then you cannot operate in the principle of gratitude, because the fact that you have life came from the vessel called your parent. Right, wrong, good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. You came from them. And the fact that you are breathing, the fact that you are here, the fact that you have the ability even to articulate your thoughts is a production is a result of their work. And so for you to try to dismiss that and say, well, they were wrong and I'm right and I'm on a scene, and by the way, now I'm going to do gratitude, that is hypocrisy. And you're not going to get far with that type of deception that you're in. Number 3. Number 3 is reconciliation. The Bible tells us in the book of Romans chapter 12, I believe, it talks about reconciling whenever it's possible. You want to live peaceably amongst all men. That begins with your parents. And yeah, your parents they have failures. They have missed the mark. But here's the thing, you're not the one that create that mark. You were born into their family. It was the combo of the seed and the egg coming together that produced you. When you came into this earth, it came through the vessel of your mother. She nurtured you and took care of you to the point of where you were able to take care of yourself. That right there deserves honor, gratitude, and the ability for you to come, or actually the requirement for you to come into reconciliation, for you to come into, okay, let's talk about this. Let's see where we can meet at. Let's see where there is a connection. And I know people would like to defend themselves more than they would like to defend family values, more than they would like to defend their strength and family. Because here's the thing, you can get rid of your parent, but it's going to show up in your children. It's going to show up in your grandchildren. It always shows up. And the lie that's being perpetuated, that's saying that, well, this is, I'm breaking generation. No, you're not. You're not breaking a generational curse. You're perpetuating it. You're ensuring that it's going to carry on into the next generation, because the actual curse, beloved, is the fact that you are disconnected from family. Your generations are broken. They're disjointed. It is up to you to fix, and that is called breaking or healing or getting rid of that curse. Number 4 is truthfulness. Parental estrangement is based upon a lot of strange relationships with the truth. By the time you come to your parent, you have a whole spent and different narrative from what really happened in the past, in your childhood or in your adulthood. By the time you begin to speak, which oftentimes is not clear, there's broad judgments that are made, but there's no specific detail, so that I can hit that with forgive me, or this is what really happened, or whatever the case may be. So because there is a twisted narrative on this, it begets a twisted mindset and a twisted reaction or production from that seed. And so you can't expect for you to, for the sake of clicks, for the sake of likability, for the sake of just me feeling good about myself, begin to switch that narrative. And I know that the more you begin to talk to therapists, the more you begin to speak to them, listen, this is what it is, and this is what it is right now. The more you begin to do that, the more that narrative shifts even more. And by the time you're finished, you have been trapped in a basement for 18 years when there was never a basement inside of your apartment complex that you lived in. Truth matters. And it's not my truth. Let's just dispel that, because a truth is linked to a deity. And if you're telling me my truth and your truth, you're talking about a whole bunch of different gods. We ain't into that. Truth comes from one place. God said, thy word is truth. If he is the one that created human beings, if he is the one that created the institution of family, then he is the one who gets to dictate what is truth. Truth is his word. And that word is not based upon your feelings. It's not based upon what you said. It's not based upon whatever narratives you begin to shift in your mind to align with what you want to put out there in the world against your parent, so that you can gain followers and likes. No, not so. Truth. As the word of God says, it is the truth that you know that will set you free. Get to know the truth, boo. Number 5 is legacy stewardship. Because this legacy is given from one generation to another, not in perfection, not for you to break it down, but for you to refine and to continue to build on that legacy. This is your stewardship. This is what we had to do, and this is what we have passed on to you. For you to say that I'm going to dismantle all of that, that's a dangerous thing. That was never done in society before. And that's just like saying you can live disjointed with your whole body disjointed. How would that work? And would you want it to? To totally delete a parent from your life is a dishonor, it's a disrespect, and it's a dismantling by your hand. No matter what you say, because I know that we're going to come back with, but what about if you was chained downstairs? Were you? Did that happen to you? Because you come with extremes when we're talking norms, and you purposely do that in order for you to stay in the dysfunction and for you not to refuse to see what is evident. And here's what's evident, because I have historical proof and facts on my side. The historical proof that I have is that I want you, I'll put it in the form of a question. I want you to name any society, any, at any time in history that survived based upon them chopping off their parents and grandparents. Oh, wait. So yeah, those are the 5 things at least. I'm gonna come back with another 5. I'm going to continue in this series, but I want the parents, I want to hear from you. Let me know if there's, what are other things you believe that our estranged children who feel like I don't owe you anything, you owe us your life because we gave it to you. And no, that wasn't our job, but we gladly and lovingly did it, flaws and all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, parents. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and to follow. I'm trying to get my numbers up. And God bless you. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments area. God bless.